Hôm nay tôi buồn một mình trên phố đông, nơi ánh đèn soi sáng long lanh những gương.
Sao buồn vậy bà?
Buồn lắm bà ơi. Tôi không biết nữa, nhưng mà dạo này tôi cũng nhiều tiền á. Tôi cũng có nhiều tiền. Xong tôi có 500 triệu mà tôi không biết làm gì để 500 triệu nó đẻ ra thêm tiền á bà, nên tôi buồn quá. Không biết là có cách gì không ta?
Trời ơi, tưởng chuyện chi chuyện nó để chị.
Now I will talk about the current background of the economy. First of all, the economic situation in the world, and dramatically, the world economic outlook had become more difficult when the military conflict between Russia and Ukraine seemed no point to end. Inflation remained high, the trend of increasing interest rates and narrowing monetary and fiscal policies in many countries. And dramatically, macroeconomy continued to remain stable, inflation was under control, and huge balances were ensured. Monetary and fiscal policy operates effectively, the business investment environment has improved positively, social security has been ensured. In that context, our country's socio-economic had development in the 9 months of 2022 with prosper in most fields. Production, business activities, and many industries have recovered strongly and achieved high growth rates. And about the financial market situation in the world, inflation from the U.S. increased, and the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank had to continuously raise interest rates to attract money, directly affecting the cash flow into the domestic and foreign stock markets in the U.S. to a degree. The energy crisis caused by the conflicts between the EU and Russia over Ukraine. Then, the dramatic financial market situation. Firstly, cash flow out of the stock market were very strong due to the continued decline in stock price following the decline in world stocks. Secondly, about the money market, the state bond had attracted dramatic currency cash flow, the net selling of foreign currencies to commercial banks, while at the commercial banks, payment deposits and total means of payment both increased strongly. On the other hand, many credit institutions have a certain lack of liquidity due to the expiration of USD sales contracts, causing a correspondingly large amount of Vietnam đồng to be withdrawn from the system and pushing the interbank interest rate level. In such situations, the state bank promptly yield open market operations to provide support through the interbank market.
The fact that financial education has existed in Vietnam for a long time as a small part of all the subjects in the school curriculum, but not for all majors and all educational levels. Several economic and financial concepts are mostly taught to college and university students who major in economics or business fields. However, financial knowledge, even at a very basic level, will have never been attractive to most Vietnamese students if it has not been recognized officially as an independent subject in school or provided through all the channels. Besides, in literature, the financial literacy of individuals as well as students were found to be affected by the gender, place of residence, field and year of study, income, parents' professional demands for financial knowledge and skills, financial dependence on families. About the investment purpose in Vietnam, along with the decline in stocks of many countries in the world, the Vietnamese stock market continued to witness many fierce plumb sessions, although there are still rare bullish reversal sessions. However, most investors are really worried that the market reaches the bottom before the fear of a global recession. Bonds and interest rates have an inverse relationship. If interest rates go up, bond prices fall and vice versa. The government issued Decree number 65 on private placement of corporate bonds in the near future. Businesses in the national economy will strongly issue bonds again, and it will become a perfect capital mobilization channel for investors to make an investment. But the level of safety will be much higher than before. Therefore, we believe that the bond channel will be an attractive investment channel in the near future. We believe that doing anything requires appetite and knowledge, especially in investment activities where the expected return is not consistent with the level of risk that we can accept. That's why we agreed to invest in open-ended bond funds With the open-ended bond fund, we do not have to stress to monitor each trading session. We can focus on our main work with peace of mind when the story money makes money is still going on very comfortably and gently. Our investment carries some degree of risk. As students, we don't have much experience and time to learn deeply about the market and investment. We didn't have the ability to analyze financial statements or know how to value a stock. However, the fund manager has the knowledge, skill, data, and experience in hand. When they buy a stock, they know what will drive the company's growth and can price stocks to estimate potential returns. And even when the assumptions are wrong because of market company events, they also set a risk tolerance. And on behalf of the fund manager, you need to make decisions to buy or sell the bonds. Open-ended funds are for the public, so the Securities and Exchange Commission makes very strict regulations. After carefully considering all the aforementioned pros and cons of investing in an open-ended fund, we believe that choosing a bond opening fund as a place to invest is the right strategy.
As you know, an open-ended fund is currently a type of investment that draws interest and attention from a lot of investors all over the world. It is quite new to Vietnam but have been in existence in other markets for a long time. It is also known to be a well-known trend in both domestic and foreign markets these days. Open-ended bond funds, also known as bond funds, mostly focus on investing in a portfolio of fixed income securities, such as government bonds, corporate bonds, or deposits and money certificates. For them, the main purpose is to generate recurring income for investors. On the market today, there are many types of extremely reputable bond and open-ended funds from large enterprises. Investment in open-ended bond fund is a form of indirect investment in securities.
For the characteristics, you can see that an open-ended bond fund has stable profit and interest rate, high liquidity, easy investment, low risk, diversification of investment portfolio. The investment amount when opening the funds is also quite low, suitable for the income level of many investors with a little capital. When the investor change their investment goal, they can easily switch to another fund of the same group. The exchange cost will be very low or it will be free.
Despite those advantages, the open-ended bond fund has some significant drawbacks. An open-ended fund has unlimited shares issued by the fund and receive a net asset value at the end of trading day. Also, open-ended fund must maintain large cash reserves as a portion of their portfolios. Open-ended funds typically provide more security, whereas closed-ended funds often provide a bigger return. Moreover, the management fee for these funds are usually bigger than other funds. And one of the biggest cons is that the NAV of an open-ended fund fluctuates every day. Thus, one must cautiously invest in an open-ended fund. And lastly, open-ended funds are vulnerable to large inflows and outflows. A sudden outflows can force a mutual fund manager to sell holding at rock bottom price, causing a loss to all unit holders in the fund.
Vinacapital is one of the most experienced fund management companies in Vietnam. Vinacapital has robust investment research and back office teams with intensive domestic and overseas experience and qualifications. Additionally, some of their strengths include led by senior executives with over 150 years of combined investment experience in Vietnam, has more than 15 years of experience in the Vietnamese industry. The assets under their management equal to $2 billion USD. VFF, standing for Vinawell Enhanced Fixed Income Fund, is an open-ended bond fund professionally managed by Vinacapital with the objective of generating a stable, low-risk return in the medium term from 1 to 3 years. VFF invests in corporate bonds issued by highly credit-worthy institutions and government bonds with the main investment objective of generating a higher return than the 12-month deposit rate in the medium to long term. Vinacapital VFF is considered a low-risk fund suitable for investors who desire to achieve relatively stable returns in the medium to long term.
So, with 500 million Vietnam dong, how can we gain profit from them? As you can see in the chart, the NAV in September 2021 is 18,646 Vietnam dong, whereas in the September 2022, this number rises up to 20,218 Vietnam dong. This growth can demonstrate that the VFF is the reliable destination for investing. And noted that the management fee is already included in the announced net asset value, so you don't need to take them into the investment consideration. And let's figure out some number. With the aforementioned net asset value, we can calculate the compound annual growth rate by dividing the NAV into 2022 by those in 2021 and minus 1. You have 8.43%. It means that after 1 year, your profit can be 42,150,000 Vietnam dong. But in case you want to sell back from the VFF your investment, you will charge a redemption fee of 2%. So after all process of buying and selling within a year, you can gain 41,307,000